The elections of 1776 were held from October 4th to December 30th the same year. After the country was founded, it was pretty apparent that a strong leader needed to be in power to help guide and control the new nation. Many ideas were thrown out during the summer of 1776, but it was later decided to be a presidential system, which was very uncommon at the time. It was later announced in September that elections for vice president and vice president would happen every 4 years, and each 4 years a candidate that was president or vice president would be called a term. Therefore, third terms would be 8 years. For example, at the end of the year, the president and vice president will be required to be inaugurated by the end of January, no matter what. It's important to note, though, a lot of the country was against the idea of a political party at the time, so whoever tried to run was basically by themselves. For the election of 1776, there were many runners, but we'll only focus on the main four candidates. These individuals were George Washington from Virginia, the popular war hero who is regarded as being the one who made America a nation in the first place. Next was John Adams from Massachusetts, who was a judge that was often praised by Washington, and he was also against slavery and shaped like a ball. Thirdly was Governor Morris from New York. Morris was fairly young at the time of its election, which is a way to elevate himself from the other candidates. His ideas were also considered to be pretty unique for the time, with him not supporting slavery. He was also pretty rich. Finally, we got Benjamin Franklin from Massachusetts as well. He was a former president of Pennsylvania University and Postmaster General. He was born in 1706, and he often talked about his experience, which he definitely had. During the elections, it was pretty slow to say the least, taking 2.5 months just to get the president and vice president winners. During the campaign, some insults were thrown at candidates from the supporters of other candidates. For example, some Morris supporters called Franklin older than Earth, due to the fact Franklin was 17 years old during this election. And on the other hand, some Franklin supporters responded by calling Morris a newborn worm learning how to wiggle. It was also noted that Morris and Franklin didn't actually hate each other personally, and were both against the insults being thrown at each other by their supporters. First winner of an election was for the presidential election of 1776, George Washington. George Washington won with 53% of the total votes, which was a lot lower than most people were expecting at the time. Franklin received 27% of the vote, Adams got 70%, and Morris got only 3%. Although a lot of people appeared to support Morris, it was later discovered that most former Morris supporters actually voted for Adams. Doing this, the vice president election was nearly over, and then its results came out on the 30th of December. For the vice presidential election of 1776, the winner was Benjamin Franklin. Franklin received 51% of the votes. Adams got 30% and Morris got 90%. Considering the fact Franklin got second in the presidential election, most people expected this outcome. This was the first election in the 6 election series. Washington became the first president, and Benjamin Franklin became the first vice president. Thank you for watching.